Hey everybody, JJ Voiceovers here again. I wanted to really talk about and ask your guys' opinions on whether you think the overall future of the Devil May Cry video game franchise will have the same impact as it did before. I'm not talking about because of what the Netflix series is doing, whether you like it or you don't like it. It is doing pretty well, and it's getting a lot more fans in the Devil May Cry franchise, so I don't see why you guys should be hating on Devil May Cry fans. Can you guys believe that there's Devil May Cry fans who don't want new Devil May Cry fans getting into their... It's so crazy. But I was asking because I'm kind of concerned to see what happens next because of Hideki Itsuno leaving Capcom, a few months ago? Was it last year, a few months ago? And recently he revealed that one of the main reasons why he chose to leave was because he would try making new video games, new ideas that he'd want to get done, video game dreams that he'd want to complete, things like the recent Monster Hunter that he was trying to push over and over again. But since of how successful Devil May Cry is, Capcom kept trying to push him into making more things Devil May Cry, only mainly focus on Devil May Cry. In this article, not a few days ago, he's talking about how Capcom was trying to again, push him to focus on Devil May Cry 6 or 7. So it really shows that even though Capcom has put the Devil May Cry franchise on the bottom of their list when it comes to priorities, they do care about it. Like the fact that they asked him about Devil May Cry 6 and 7 just shows that we're definitely getting more in the future. But keep in mind, he was saying how he didn't want to just focus on Devil May Cry titles, but he wanted to focus on more of other titles that he wanted to create because, again, he's claiming that video games take over to 4 to 5 years to make. And judging by the fact that the game released in 2019 and it's been 6 years so far, leads me to believe that we might be getting a Devil May Cry 6 sometime in the future, because we already know that Dan Southworth was recording lines for Virgil in his DMC3 style. Like he was trying to attempt on doing that. Like he was trying to pull that off. We know that it wasn't for punishing Grey Raven because he sounds exactly how he did in Devil May Cry 5. So I highly believe that we're getting a Devil May Cry 6 sometime in the future. But even with that being the case, once Devil May Cry 6 drops, that's probably going to be the last Devil May Cry game that we're getting involving Hideki Itsuno. And even if it doesn't involve him, will the Devil May Cry games in the future still have the same impact and the same vibe as we've been getting prior to this? If he ends up buying the IP and ends up working on future titles on his own time with his Lightspeed Studios that he's trying to make in his own video game company, which I wish him luck. Do you guys really think that the franchise after this point will hit the same? We know it's not going to be due to the impact of the Netflix series. That's its own thing, its own storyline. Do you guys think that Devil May Cry 6 or even a Devil May Cry video game remake will it be good? Will it fall off? You know, if Hideki Itsuno isn't involved, because he's been involved in the last 3 previous games, while I believe Capcom has enough resources to pull off a great Devil May Cry game without him, I feel like they might struggle with it. You know, what do you guys think? Let me know in the comments.